Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well. The 5 rules you should know in write from dictation. This is my today's topic. I will be talking about the punctuation rules, especially the commas. Okay, this is a question I do get often from my students. They do ask me, Ali, when, how and where to place a comma in write from dictation. So I thought to come up with a video which summarizes the 5 rules that you have to be aware of. For each rule I'm giving, I will be supporting it with 2 examples, and hopefully by the end of the video everything should be okay. Let's get started with the first rule. The first rule is the introductory phrase. The introductory phrase usually depends on the subject and the verb of the main sentence that comes after, and it sets up the stage or the context of the main sentence that comes after. Something like this. Like, let me play the sentence. For example, take a listen here. Was it loud enough? I don't know, let me replay it. Here we go.
In his lifetime, he composed a large number of works.
So as you see, in his lifetime, this is an introductory phrase. It should be followed by a comma. And once this introductory phrase set up the stage of the main sentence was written after, yeah? In his lifetime, comma, he composed a large number of works. That's one example. And if you read in his lifetime on its own, it will have no meaning, like it can't stand in the sentence out of nowhere, yeah? It has to be completed by a main sentence, as you can see here, and make sure you place the comma in between the introductory phrase and the main sentence afterward. Another example, same. Let's go to the sentence. So I'm gonna play the sentence, take a listen to it and see how the comma was placed after the introductory phrase. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
As a student, she had a reputation for being late.
As a student, that's not a good reputation. As a student, she had a reputation for being late. So again, we've got the introductory phrase here, as you see, setting up the stage for this sentence. So this is an independent sentence, meaningful sentence. Like if you say, oh, she had a reputation for being late, this is a meaningful sentence, yeah? But it was preceded by an introductory phrase, and that's why we have to place a comma in between. So that's rule number 1, a comma after an introductory phrase. The other rule is a comma after a comma in the complex sentence. That's very, very important, and it's very frequent in the exam. So let me play the sentence first, and then tell you what is a complex sentence and how the comma is placed in between the dependent and independent clause. Take a listen. In 3.
If we don't sell more, we have to cut back production.
If we don't sell more, comma, we have to cut back production. So this sentence has got 2 components. The first component here, as you see, is called the dependent clause. If we don't sell more, it is called dependent clause because it depends on the second part of the sentence. Like if I only say, guys, if we don't sell more, all right, so what's going on? There's something missing here, yeah? So this is, we call it dependent clause. A dependent clause will be followed by an independent clause, which is a simple sentence as well. So this is another name for the independent clause. We have to cut back production. So dependent followed by independent. In between there is a comma. So here we are looking at a complex sentence. So a complex sentence could be in this way: dependent, comma, independent. So make sure you all the time place a comma between the dependent and the independent. I will play the sentence again. Same sentence.
If we don't sell more, we have to cut back production.
All right. Let me give you another example about the complex sentence. Yeah, take a listen. 3, 2, 1.
When launching a product, researching and marketing are very vital.
Again, I've got the dependent clause here. When launching a product, that's a dependent clause. Done. Comma. Researching and marketing are very vital. That's the independent clause, or what could be known as a simple sentence, because you simply can say researching and marketing are very vital. Done. Yeah. So this is the second rule for the complex sentence. If you have a complex sentence starting with a dependent clause, make sure you place a comma after the dependent clause before writing the independent clause, as you can see here in this example. The other one, if we talk about complex sentence, we have to talk about compound sentence. What is a compound sentence? So a compound sentence is a sentence of two independent clauses or two main simple sentences. Take a look at this example. Let's go to this number. Take a listen.
Police phones are difficult to call, so crime rates are high.
So here we have two sentences, two simple sentences. The first one is police phones are difficult to call. This is a meaningful sentence, number one. And I have crime rates are high. This is another meaningful sentence. Yeah, another independent sentence. So if you want to join both of them together, you're going to put a joiner from the fanboys and but so, etc. But you got to make sure that there is a comma before so. Police phones are difficult to call, comma, so crime rates are high. Yeah. So we got here two independent clauses or two simple sentences, as I mentioned. Make sure when joining them to make a compound sentence, you place a comma, then you put the joiner after the comma. Another example. Take a look here. What a quiet day. Here we go.
Note lecture will begin punctually, so please do not be late.
Same, yeah? Same concept. I've got a compound sentence of two independent clauses. Note lecture will begin punctually. That's sentence number one. Please do not be late. That's sentence number two. In between, I have to place a comma and a joiner. And this is the third rule regarding compound sentence. The fourth rule, very easy and straightforward. Items in a sentence list, like when you are listing some items. Take a listen to the sentence. Here we go.
Sugar is a compound which consists of carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen.
So I'm listing three items, carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm placing a comma after carbon, another one after oxygen, and this is how it works. And this is American spelling, by the way. Okay. Let me give you another example as well, all about listing. This is another example here. As you see, the sentence, let me just play the recording of this sentence. Too many sentences. Alright, here we go, guys. Take a listen.
There are many.
Actually, this is not the sentence. I couldn't find it. So yeah, this is just another example. All industries can be thought of as a system of input, process, output, and feedback. That's the sentence. I just said it. Alright, so this is the fourth rule. When you are listing some items in a sentence, make sure you place a comma after each item. The last rule is around interrupters. Interrupters come in the middle of the sentence to add more information to the sentence itself. And here you see that when it comes to the interrupters, I said around. I didn't say before or after because we're going to put it before and after at the same time. So that's why I said around interrupters. As you see this sentence here, let's take a listen to the sentence here.
Change.
So the sentence says, artists other than politicians play their own role as critics of culture. So this one is called interrupter. Because even if I take it off, still I can say the sentence properly when I say artists played their own role as critics of culture. That's a meaningful sentence. But this one, as an interrupter, came in the middle of the sentence to just add some more information. So in this case, you gotta make sure you are placing a comma before and after. Okay, let's have a look at another example again for interrupters. So take a look.
The
Here we go. There may be financial concerns in the research, for example, funding considerations. Yeah. So this one, for example, came as an interrupter in the middle of the sentence. So I'm gonna make sure placing a comma before and after. And this will be the fifth rule. So let's summarize what we have discussed. We have 5 common rules. Please get back and watch the video over and over. The first rule is for the introductory phrase. The second one is for the complex sentence. Then we have the rule related to the compound sentence, items in a sentence list, and finally around interrupters. This was my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the coming videos. Bye.